Welcome back. During the soft opening of the third Intra-African Trade Fair, Minister of Trade and Industry Ahmed Samir said Egypt is fully aware of the importance of regional and continental economic integration, as it is the best way to achieve growth and prosperity for all African peoples. Details.
Minister of Trade and Industry Ahmed Samir stressed that Egypt is keen on actively participating in the regional events on the African continent in various fields. This came during his inauguration of the third Intra-African Trade Fair, the IATF in Cairo, which takes place between the 9th and the 15th of November. Samir highlighted that the ATF 2023 is a part of the African agenda and coincides with the finalization of the continent's development plan until 2063. More than 1,600 exhibitors from 75 countries are participating in the event. The African Export-Import Bank, Afrixim Bank, is organizing the event in collaboration with the African Union and the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat. Furthermore, Samir noted that the IATF 2023 will allow the participants to exchange the expertise and news on the recent developments in the African industry. According to the African Development Bank Group, $43 billion worth of trade and investment deals are expected to close at the IATF 2023. Samir added that the government is encouraging the Egyptian business community to cooperate with the business community in the African countries in a way that contributes to the development of the intercontinental trade. He also said that the state is supporting the regional economic integration under the deal and moving forward towards the greater integration in a way that serves the peoples of the continent and helps them improve living standards and develop the productive capabilities to achieve the well-being and prosperity. The minister explained that this is the second time that Egypt has hosted the IATF, as the first edition was held in 2018 and witnessed great success, whether in terms of the number of participants, the volume of business, or the organized events. Egypt's trade exchange with the African countries grew by 1.2% to $5.82 billion during the first 8 months of 2023, from $5.75 billion in the same period a year earlier, as per the official data.
Welcome back, and as we said, we are going to continue speaking about the IATF 2023 exhibition, which is hosted by Egypt this year. And to shed more light on the important event, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Engineer Mostafa Wali, our economic and industrial expert. Thank you very much for being with us, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Sir, let's start with the importance of the fair itself, the Intra-African Trade Fair, which is considered a platform to the entry into African single market for the best interest of African peoples, more than 1 billion people, 1 billion residents or African citizens. Tell me more.
By the way, just to have this, let's say, gathering in its third edition, that this is really great, because it shows the desire and the sincerity of those who are caring to develop Africa at large. And of course, we as Egypt and our leadership and the history says that we are leader in this case. Such a gathering in such situation, and after tough time and within tough time, I mean since COVID and what before and after and so far, it shows that there is a determination. This is a real interest and real genuine interest to carry on to develop Africa. That's very important for everybody to get it as a start, yeah.
If we speak about those organizing the fair itself, we are going to speak about the African Export-Import Bank, and this is representing the banking sector, the African Union, of course, the AU with its heavy weight, the Secretariat of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, and this is to say to what extent the full and fruitful cooperation among all these entities is being implemented on the ground. I mean, it's not only deals signed, it's not only ink on paper, but it's practically cooperating together for the best interest of the Black continent. If you want to elaborate on that too, sir.
Absolutely. This confirms what I was just telling you, and you actually you elaborated it much more. Because to have all these bodies, which is recognized or under their, regionally, I mean, in their country and across their experience over the world and their positions in running business and in running economies, it shows that you have an integrated system which actually can bring about very important and very good results for the subject which we are looking for, which is developing Africa at all fields, in all fields, at all levels, in all Africa. This can be done, and this will be done. And the third edition of this meeting today, or this show, or this fair, is a proof for this. And let's hope, of course, other business and other activities are there. Don't forget also that there are communities and there are economic communities working in Africa to let the problems much less when it comes to cooperation. We have COMESA, we have SADC, as you know. But this is, right now, this is great to have this now, right now in Egypt, this third edition of this fair. Of this show.
And it's such an opportunity for businessmen, entrepreneurs, startups,
Absolutely.
investors, banking representatives to meet and to know how they can cooperate together and how they can make deals
Yes.
to be a win-win situation for all.
Absolutely. If you just to confirm what you say, right now it's over 75 states. Are displaying there, and it's virtual show, and more than 160, 1,600. This is what I knew. Participants in this fair, in this show, and that in itself shows that okay, and also it's based on a real success story, because Egypt was, of course, privileged as usual to be the first edition of this fair, and now and through the time it proved it was a successful, and this is a recurrency for this show, for this event.
And this is the second time we
100%.
hosted this fair, sir. I mean, we hosted it also in 2018, and it was another story of success regarding the number of participants and the deals which were inked by then and already implemented on the ground. And by the way, before returning back to the IATF, yesterday, for example, Prime Minister Dr. Mostafa witnessed signing a deal along with Dr. Hala Said, Minister of Planning, with Volkswagen Africa. The automotive industry in Egypt, when it comes as a result of full cooperation between Egypt and some of the African states, this is another giant step in the right path. If you want to also elaborate on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now you are actually, bringing together, a lot of success stories and even hope, provoking hope in our hearts, in our minds, are based on truth. Because, the events and the activities of the leadership and the Prime Minister and the cabinet at large and all those who are taking care of the Egypt economy and future, there is great signs of success, and what you call that hope are materialized on the ground step by step. So if you look at such meeting, such giant automotive manufacturer, and even it's more expanding, I can tell you something when it comes to Volkswagen. It is a prominent, and domain and dominating the manufacturing of automotive in China, and a very big partner in China's business for automotive, especially the new trend of electric vehicles.
Yeah.
You are right. You're absolutely right. I agree with you. I'm very happy, actually, to hear about this.
Engineer Mostafa Wali, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day. And by this, we come to the end of our episode. Stay tuned on Nile TV International always for more updates. And for more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net. Many thanks for watching. This was Nermeen Abdurrahman.